Hi, I'm Roman, and this is Anatomy of a Shot with Film Reframed. Today we're going to talk about this image from No Country for Old Men. The foundation of any composition is to guide the viewer's eye to a particular focal point or point of interest, and contrast is something that does that very well. So, if we wanted to design a shot that would draw the viewer's attention exactly where we wanted it to go, we would arrange the spot of highest bright against the spot of the strongest dark. And that's exactly what's happening here in this image. We've placed the strongest dark, the silhouette of our main character, against the strongest light, which is, quite literally, a lamp. Using our X-ray vision, we can clearly see the contrast of light and dark elements in this image. As you can see, the dominant shapes in this composition are created by patterns of light and shadow. Notice the triangular shape of the light extending from the lamp, and the triangular or arrow-like shape of the shadow cast against the wall. These areas of light and shadow provide the negative and positive space which frame our scene. Notice how the objects in this scene, which are meant to be areas of visual rest, are turned away from the light source, left to be in complete silhouette. We don't see any additional detail within them, so our eye is able to disregard them effectively as framing elements rather than points of interest. All of the objects in the frame are directing our attention through leading lines towards our main character. Part of the reason we disregard the luggage cart, but not our main character, is that the luggage cart is set against a darker background within the frame. It's much easier to see it blending in with that background wall than it is to think of our main character blending in against that bright light. Lastly, I'd like to acknowledge that the silhouette of our main character is only identifiable as such because of the areas of negative space that the performer is creating with their body language. Notice how if we remove this small triangle of negative space, it would be harder to identify what was going on in the posture and body language of this character, and also might be harder to identify who they are. It all makes for a composition that's built on the interaction of light and shadow. And if the lampshade was different or further away, if the light through the window didn't pass through the curtains, this composition wouldn't be nearly as effective and affecting.